I rode Baja on my motorcycle in 2023, and this is what I learned. There's a few things that have changed since I was last down there. The first thing, the most important thing probably, is everything is more expensive. Now, it's still cheap and affordable for as far as Baja goes, but things just cost more. Like a $30 room in Baja is now like $50 in Baja, right? The whales used to be $39, now they're $55. So everything is more expensive in Baja, but it's still very cheap and very affordable compared to the US. What kind of money to bring with you? I get all kinds of people that say you can't do this, you can't do that. The reality is the Pamexes, they're all the same. They all take credit card. You can use your credit card down there. Or there's no reason to bring cash to pay for fuel. A credit card works just fine for fuel and restaurants and gas stations, stores. But don't get a credit card confused with an ATM card or a debit card. An ATM card or a debit card is not a credit card. If somebody steals your ATM or debit card, they're going to have access to all your money. Don't do that. You're going to get charged a higher percentage being an international country. You're not gaining points by using a debit card. And you're at high risk because that's your money. If you have a credit card, that is their money, so they protect their money and secure that better than you can with your own debit or ATM card. So don't bring a debit or ATM card. I suggest you do bring a credit card to pay for fuel so you're not using cash for everything down there. You can bring American US dollars cash down there, which is a good idea to have. You do want to get some pesos. You can exchange US dollars at the border before you cross over and get pesos. You can also do it once you cross into Baja. The exchange rate fluctuates. It was about 20 when I was down there. Now it's like 18. It's still general rule of thumb, 100 pesos is $5. 500 pesos is about $25 or a little less. It's better to get some pesos. The lower the exchange rate, the less you get for your money. So you want a credit card for fuel, restaurants, you want some pesos, and you want some US dollars too, just in case. And don't put all these in one spot, right? Because if you have to pull money out, you don't want to show everybody how much money you got all the time. Okay, let's see about paperwork. Don't forget your passport. You need that to get back in the US. For insurance on your vehicle, your American insurance won't cover your vehicle down in Mexico, so you need Mexico insurance. I've always used Baja Bound. It's reasonable. There's other ones, but Baja Bound has always just done me good. So BajaBound.com, I'll put a link down below in the description. There's also, you don't need a travel visa for Baja. And I know this is controversial for a lot of people. People will argue that you need it and you need it to go south, but I've never done it and I've never been asked for one, and I think it's $25 to get one that you can get. Like if you're crossing into Tecate, you can travel visa there. They only say it's required if you're more than 8 days in Baja. I've never been asked for one. I don't get it. If you want one, get it for your own peace of mind. But even the airlines aren't even requiring it anymore. So if you flew out of the States, say San Diego to Cabo, they're not asking for it no more. It's not required. That's about it as far as paperwork. Besides vehicle registration, your vehicle needs to be registered. Okay, it doesn't have to have a plate. It doesn't have to be street legal. If you're bringing a dirt bike into Baja, you can get in legally as long as you have a registered green sticker or red sticker or it's plated. Your registration needs to be up. They only do this so you're not bringing in stolen vehicles. They just don't want stolen bikes down there. So, right, which is pretty cool, I think, right? Because you can take your dirt bike down there and ride around on the trails and stuff, even though it's not street legal. You just need proof that it's not stolen. Let's see what else. So talk about the laws that are enforced down there. A lot of people say that lane splitting is not legal, and it's not legal. They don't enforce that stuff. I don't think they enforce anything down there, to be honest. A lot of people will look at you like you're crazy for not lane splitting. And you can pass cars. I know a lot of people that won't pass cars because the dotted there's not a dotted yellow line. But when you get down in Baja, you're not going to have a lot of dotted lines, right? You can pass safely because there's long stretches, but there still won't be dotted lines. So, and as far as the speed limits go, that like there can be like 20, 25 mile an hour speed limits and like 45-mile-an-hour speed limits when it's a straight road, nobody around, no curves, no nothing. I don't do 45 miles an hour. There's nobody around me, like I'm not doing the speed limit. There's only one spot that I've seen cops sit and enforce anything, and that's on the way into La Paz. But like when you go through these small towns, just slow down. You know, everybody likes to go fast, but there's no reason to go fast through these small towns and stuff. You just slow down for the towns, and then when you're out in the open, you can speed up. It's not a problem. There's a language barrier, and it's important to try to speak Spanish when you're down there. If you don't know Spanish, it's understandable, but you should try to like say hi and bye and thank you, and you should try to learn the basics, and you should try to speak them. Or if you don't know Spanish, Dan taught me this, is use the Google Translate app. And that helps a ton. Google products are really good. They help a ton. You type it in, it tells you what it is in Spanish. Now the trick is you have to download the Spanish vocabulary on that app when you're online or around Wi-Fi. So if you download the Spanish vocabulary on your phone, you can use Google Translate offline. When you're out in the middle of nowhere in the middle of Baja and you don't have Wi-Fi, you can still use Google Translate. So that's very helpful with the language barrier. And I think that's it. You know, just be careful, be safe. It's still a really good time. It's getting more and more touristy down there in 2023, but just be careful and like don't do anything silly. And don't ride at 100%. Right? You know, if you're not doing things at home, don't go down to Baja and try to do it. You only stick to what you know in Baja. Don't be trying to do a bunch of brand new stuff. And that'll keep you safe. But I hope you like this video. You got any questions, any other comments, let me know. Appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I got more Baja stuff coming.